Hi, I'm Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com, and today I want to talk about a concept that is going to help you become extremely attractive, to raise your vibration, to help you to attract those things that you want to attract as you're working with the law of attraction. And that is about the law of giving and receiving. You see, we live in a universe in which there is nothing but a flow of energy. Everything around you really breaks down into its most minute particle. It's just energy. So energy in the way of love, energy in the way of money, energy in the way of health, energy in the way of intelligence, energy in the way of pretty much everything. It takes on every single kind of form. It's finite. And it's flowing through everything. Everything that you see around you is in some kind of constant flow, some kind of constant balance. Energy is flowing through everything around you, and it even flows through you and me and your computer and everything else that you can possibly imagine. Now, it's important to understand, though, this flow goes two ways. It circulates. Just like you take in air when you breathe. All right, your lungs get so expanded that eventually you have to exhale and give out that energy. So you take in that energy and you let that energy out through your breath, breathing in energy, breathing out energy. All right, the same thing happens with the blood and all the oxygen and everything. You know, when you drinking water is, flowing through you, take it in and you let it out, and all kinds of energy is running through you. So when it comes to the energy, however, when it comes to things that you want to attract and manifest in your life, like money or health or love or whatever it is, what you have to think about is how much are you giving of that thing that you want to attract. You see, when the universe looks at you and hears your statement that I want, all right, you're kind of in this constant state of I want. And the universe doesn't see you as an abundant source. So it's not really going to flow as much energy your way. But if you are the type of person who is giving, and when I say giving not to just to expect something back from that source, but giving because it just makes you feel so good to give. And so and also when I say giving, I don't necessarily mean giving in the most tangible way. There's many intangible ways that you can give. We all have things to give. Another way that you might want to look at this too is that nature tends to like to fill up empty spaces. So I'm sure that we've all had that experience of not being able to stick another thing in your closet, or not being able to stick another thing in that drawer, and you have so many things and those cupboards and those drawers and those closets are just overflowing with all kinds of things, so you can't even get anything else in there. And so, but don't you ever notice that sometimes you do your little spring cleaning and you end up, taking a bunch of clothes out of your closet and giving them away. And then the next thing you know, you have a nice organized closet, but it doesn't stay that way very long, does it? Because nature has a way of coming back and filling those empty spaces. And so you have to trust that the universe is an abundant place. It likes to fill up those empty spaces, and it also tends to give and flow energy to where energy is flowing out. You want to be thinking about being in a constant state of circulating the love and the abundance and the energy and the money and the health and the intelligence and all of that. So what are some ways that you can unconditionally give? Well, you can give, money, you can give your time, you can do volunteer work, you can take things out of your house and you can give those to charity. You can give people your resources. You can give ideas. Ideas, as long as there's some kind of value at the end of that idea, there are that is a way of giving your abundance to other people. You can give your ideas, and that can help people in a multitude of ways. There are so many ways that you can give. You can give a smile. As you're walking down the street, somebody might be having kind of a mundane day. And if you smile at that person, that can make them feel good. You can open the door for somebody. You can pick up lunch for somebody. You can offer to do a chore that somebody doesn't like to do. And when you're giving, you want to do this in a cheerful way. You want to do it in a way that really is just about making that other person feel good. When you make other people feel good, then that is raising your vibration at the same time, and you become a vibrational match to the things that you are wanting to attract in your life. And the other thing also is just about unconditionally giving. Don't give to people just so that you can say that you did your giving and then now you're kind of standing there tapping your feet waiting for something to come back to you. You need to do this in a trusting and unconditional way and understand that when you give to person A, you may not ever get the thing back from person A, because that person may not be in a position to give something to you that you need. However, when you give to person A, magically you find that the more you give, the more you might tend to receive from some other outside source that you never even really thought about before. So today I want you to come up with a multitude of ways that you can give of yourself, and they can be things that don't cost you anything. They can be things that just are ways of sharing yourself, sharing your unconditional fortune. Everybody has some kind of talent. Everybody has some kind of skill. What can you do to give? And if it turns out that it's easy for you to give money to somebody, then that's another way to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a wonderful way. There's plenty of people out there in the world that are in need of things that cost money. But I'm just also letting you know that a lot of times when people think about giving, they think about money, they think about presents, they think about things that they quote unquote can't afford. And so that is not necessarily the only way to look upon it. There are plenty of presents that you can give to people that have only to do with sharing yourself and sharing your ideas, sharing your resources, being a helpful person, practicing the law of giving and receiving. The other side of that receiving is also to allow yourself to receive. And one of the ways to allow yourself to receive is to notice when you do receive things. A lot of times we tend to not really take a look at some of the gifts that are given to us. And so use your gratitude, use your feeling of appreciation to notice and become more and more aware of all of the gifts that you do have all around you. If you look into that closet, again, if you look into all those drawers and those cupboards, I mean, there's probably an abundance of things in there that you're not even really thinking about. So make some room in your life. Give some things away. Give some of you away. Make some room, make some empty space in your life for the universe to give to and to flow energy through you. I wish you a wonderful, abundant day.